Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, The Unscripted with Glory and
Chobet. Yeah, so guys, after a very long break, so now we are back with an interesting series of
The Older I Get, and today we are talking about
relationships.
Yay!
Yeah, so guys, the first point is like the older I get, I've come to realize that some partners need more than others. So speak up of what you expect in that particular relationship. Just don't assume that they know, or maybe this particular person doesn't want this. Of course, ask them and also speak out for yourself. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I think actually, yeah, that's a very, very major point because someone just, we are not angels.
Yeah.
And like, you don't expect me to know, like, maybe you don't like, let's say, like, even your place where you live, like, you don't like, what, like, something that I do. How can I know you don't like it if you don't speak up? And this can just, if you don't speak up, it brings like miscommunication, like, in the relationship. And so you tend to get mad at each other for a very, very petty reason, which you could have just spoken.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think like you should speak your mind, speak what you expect in the relationship. Also let your partner, give your partner a chance to tell you what they expect or what they need from you, so that you can be able to understand each other and the relationship can now grow in that particular sense. Yeah, so the older I grew up, I learned that, where is the point now? Okay.
You have to speak up.
Yeah, you have to speak up. You should not just assume anything. Just speak up and let your partner speak up. Yep.
I have a question for you. So you have said like the older you got,
Yeah.
you have learned like in a relationship, you have to speak up the things you want.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like love languages.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you should tell your partner what you like? Like, should you tell your partner like you like flowers, you like chocolate, you like being taken out? Do you think you should?
So for that point, I think you should and you should not.
Okay.
Just communicate, like not really, not like telling the partner like I want flowers or I need gifts. You see, but it should come like in a natural way that your partner is able to understand you. When it comes from a place where you are like asking, it's not even the language itself is not, it's not understandable, it's not as natural as you may tend it to be.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets to a point that you get even tired of asking. But letting your partner know like this is my love language, I think that's for me.
Okay.
What about you?
That's tricky because I don't know. I just don't know. Like for me, I have this thing. If I'm in a relationship, there are things that in my mind I think should have figured out as a man coming to date me. I don't think I should be in a position to tell you I like flowers. Like, I mean, come on, don't you know, like, you have to woo me. Like, so I don't know, but still, like, I also get, like, there's also this other point of maybe this man doesn't actually,
Yeah.
is sincerely naive, like, he
Yeah.
doesn't know that. So I don't know, but for me, I find like if I tell you like I like such stuff, I like being taken out. When you take me out now, it will be like because I told you.
Yeah,
It's not like,
that's
yeah,
right.
it's not
It's
like
not
coming from, like, it's not,
natural.
yeah, it sounds so, I don't know, it's how it's so confusing. Please
Yeah.
tell me how I should say it.
Yeah, guys, you can give us your opinions about like communicating your love languages to your partner. And how do you guys do it, or how do you think maybe as a girl or as a boy, how do you want your partner to communicate to you about it, right?
Yeah, because even
Yeah.
guys have like the love languages.
Yeah, they do actually.
Yeah, you might actually date a man like who likes gifts. So what are you
And
going
you're
to
there buying socks.
And he doesn't want socks.
Imagine.
But I think you should also appreciate the socks because
Yeah.
so what if like your pockets that the best you can do. That is the best you can do.
Yeah, you can get the socks. He can appreciate the socks, but not like every time.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
imagine it? And every time is just socks, the
Yeah,
blue ones, the
yeah.
green ones, the white
And
ones,
the tie.
and
belt.
and belt,
And the
You know,
wallet.
you can interchange actually,
Yeah.
but not like every time it's just the same thing. You
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a very nice point.
yeah.
So my point is the older I get, the more I learn that there's no formula to love. So I honestly don't think that there is something you can do to make someone love you. Like you see, like when you scroll like through like the apps and everything, unaambiwa 19 manipulation tricks to make a man fall for you or a woman fall for you. I honestly don't believe there's any formula to love. When love happens, it just happens. Like there's nothing you can do to make me love you or to make you love me. And even if I succeed in making you love me, it won't last for a long time, because it's when you use a formula to make me fall for you, you have to sustain, keep up with the formula. And I honestly, itafika point like you'll just get tired. So the older I get, the more I learn that there's no formula to love. So what's your POV? That
Okay, so for the formula, so I would like to ask a question first of all.
Okay.
Does it mean that you tried the formulas and then you said like they were not working? No, you have to say it. Because how did you know?
Oh,
How did you know?
I learned from my friends.
So that was a fucking lie.
You need to be serious. So that means you've tried several formulas, you know, even for for like apps. And
Ushiona zile. I'm sorry guys. I had to wake up at night.
fold a paper.
Under the table and say my name 7 times. Like,
Put it under your pillow.
well, guys, there's no formula to love.
Yeah, I think love should just come naturally.
Yeah.
Like a person, let it just be natural, because the more you fake, the more now you lie, the more you have to keep up with the lie.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not gonna last maybe for a very long time.
Yeah.
It can last a moment,
Yeah.
but not for the future, not for the long run.
Yeah.
Because eventually you will always want to be yourself. You will always want to be treated. Maybe you told this person, maybe you don't like this, you don't like this, but eventually
Yeah. You
will come to some point and you'll
when
be
you
like,
get comfortable, you're like, when you now become yourself, now they'll start seeing this is you. I
Yeah.
didn't see this side of you.
yeah,
You see, it's too much work. Like, just let it flow.
yeah, guys, let love flow naturally,
Yeah.
without forcing issues, you know.
Don't force issues, guys.
Yeah.
Don't. Actually, whatever is meant for you will be for you. I actually believe in that theory.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
no comments.
Okay.
So the next point is, the older I get, I've learned that it's not worth compromising in a relationship. So like in whatever situation, like guys, it's just a relationship. It's not a marriage. It's not anything else. It's a relationship. And I sincerely think you should just go for what you want, because there's always everything for you out there. If you need something, just don't compromise when it comes to relationships, because eventually the point of compromisation, I don't know if that's okay, comes out to be like the point of weakness. That's where like your marriage starts leaking.
Okay.
That's where maybe problems start getting in.
Yeah.
So eventually now you will come to notice that, oh my god, this is really a big thing. Like I can't live with this person because of just this thing. And you know, you're the one who compromised in the first place. They have not changed. That's who they are. It's just like you've come to realize, hey guys, you've come to realize that it's just not what you want. So in everything, guys, I'm not saying about marriages or in situations where you have kids or in businesses. This is relationship wise. Do not compromise. Go for what you want, because there's always what you want out there. Perfectly. Whatever you want, it's out there.
Okay. So what I'll add to that is don't let the society give you pressure to compromise, because right now, like, let's say, like, maybe you're 35 and you really you're not dating, and like when you got home, like, people won't tell you, like, why I don't really happen, why you not bringing us a man. And do you know, and you know, you people, you like saying pressure doesn't get to you, but it gets to you unknowingly. So when you have the pressure, you might get like to a point, like, you see this guy, it doesn't, like, there's some things that you really stand on, and it doesn't have them, and you might get yourself compromising, thinking that there's no man out there who has those standards that you want. So I'm here to tell you, and I'm not in a relationship, guys, but honestly, I'm here to tell you that person exists. You see, those things that you want in a man, that man exists. Those things that you want in a woman, the woman exists. So, like, the only difference is time. Time makes you people compromise. Like, when you are in a rush to get something, you actually compromise. So I would actually tell you, slow down. Like, slow down. Wait for it to happen naturally, because it will actually happen. It may sound so fantasy like right now, like, as in, so wewe unaniambia kwanza, why, what are you telling me, you know? But no, wait, don't actually compromise over something that you know it's your, like, major standard in a guy or in a woman. So don't compromise.
Yeah, so guys, I was even thinking, even like the physical wise, the physical attributes, the physical characteristics. You might go and might get someone, maybe you wanted a tall guy, you get a short one. You wanted a plump girl, you get a thin one. Guys, thinking that you're going to feed the person and then they'll become plump. No. Just go. Okay, yeah. Just go for what you want, because it is always out there. Don't go stressing someone's kid, whether it's a man or a woman, telling the person, oh, you need to hit the gym, you need to eat, you need to wear this and this. Please just go for your type, go for what you want. Stop like stressing other people, giving other people confidence issues, making their self-esteem go low, or I don't know. Just go for what you want, because there's always there's always your type out there, because the streets are so full actually. And if you go, let me tell you, if you go out, hey my dear, you're going to meet like eventually your type. Trust me, you will meet your type. Yep.
Okay. So my second point is you have to give back as well in a relationship. You can, let me tell you, you're not like just a receiver. As in, you have to give back something. And it's actually si lazima hata ikuwe like in terms of money or something, but you actually have to give something. You can't just be expecting to receive and receive and receive, and you're not giving back, and all you're bringing back to this man is red flags, chaos, violence. You can't be a toxic woman and expect to meet like a green flag, and expect to just have a peaceful relationship with a green flag kind of man. What you people don't realize is, when a man knows he's a green flag, he doesn't take shit from like a red flag. A green flag kind of man also he knows what he wants. He knows, like, he wants a girl who does this and that. And it's okay treating your man if he is actually a green flag. It's okay doing good things. It's okay buying good stuff for your man if he does the same for you. Like, you know, like the social media and stuff, it has made you like think like, when you treat your man, you're a weak kind of girl, at you are simping. That's bullshit. If a man does the best for you, it's okay to reciprocate, because love is kind and love is generous, and it goes both ways. Love is not like meant for men only. Love is between a man and a woman. So if love is kind, it's generous, it's giving, it's not jealous, it should actually apply to both genders, both the male and the female. You can't expect a man who gives and gives na we ni kama like, what even nawatafutia jina nakosa, because give back. Actually, give back, and you have to remember, a man likes being loved. Men like being loved. Men like being recognized, and they feel good. Especially if he does this thing for you. I mean, go all the way. Like book that trip to Zanzibar. Take your man out. Like just do it, because he can do the same and more for you. So yeah, what's your point?
So I think the society has made it like for women, like we are meant to receive, to nurture like what we get. But even it applies is also in relationships. If you're receiving love, can you just multiply it and give it back to your partner? If you're receiving peace of mind, multiply it, give it to your partner. If you're receiving gifts, just multiply it, give it back to your partner, because you also get what you give. Actually, because if your partner is the one always doing the effort, always doing the bigger thing, always being the bigger person, they're eventually going to get tired if you're not reciprocating. Of course, if you also love a person and they're not loving you, I know it just gets to a point where they get tired and they start falling out of love with you. So like always give what you get, or even if you're not getting it, just give it. If that's you personally, if you like buying gifts for your partner, just do it. People will tell you, just don't. Oh, me, I can do that for my man. Or, girl, if you can do that for your man, that's you. For me, if I can do it, then why not? You get, oh, me, I can't go there. Oh, me, I can't go to that extent. Oh, you look like you're a simp. Oh, I don't know, you look like you're begging him. No, girl, you're not. Just give it your best. If you're in that relationships and you feel like giving it your best, giving it a best try, just do it. Because actually, people are just there. All the other people are spectators. You're the only one who's the player in that particular relationship with your guy. So if you get to know what your partner likes, just give it that one, because I mean, why even that relationships? So guys, the older I've come to realize that you should always listen to your gut, because your gut is always right. It's like a conscience that you have within you. Whenever you have like a thought or like you feel something, actually it's what's happening. If you feel like he's cheating, go boy, he's cheating. If you feel like he's not the right person for you, actually he's not. Because if he was the right person, let me tell you, you wouldn't have to have those thoughts in the first place. So always listen to your guts. It also applies even in real life. It's not like a must even relationships. Have you ever gone like to take a step and you're like,
No,
I think I should not do this anymore? Like you just feel like there's something telling you, just don't do this. Always listen to that other. You see, always listen to your gut. If you feel like he's just not the person, just don't force issues. Don't start explaining like, oh, it's because now the thing that they say, like, you don't know him.
that's true.
Yeah, if you get that feeling, if you get that thought in your mind, in the first place you're not even supposed to be getting it. So if you get to that point where you are doubting it, maybe I think this is not the right man for me, trust me, he's not. If you're feeling like, I think is something fishy is happening, trust me, it is happening, and you need to get there. I mean, run. Just listen to your gut and do what it tells you, because 99% of the times it's always right. We can have the Lulu people, but sometimes that's like 1%, but 99% of the times it's always right.
So my third point is, love comes when you least expect it. It's something people don't want to talk about, but when you're out there like searching for love, it doesn't come. Love comes at you when you least expect. You get the man that you want or the woman that you want when you actually least expect it. Actually, it's funny when to Mali, like you are all ragdy, shagdy, and there is a guy that you actually, he is your future Mrs. or Mr. So yeah, that's my point. Love comes when you least expect it. Is there anything that you have to add to that?
Yeah, of course. You see, when they tell you like you should always look good, no matter what. Oh my God, you always look good no matter where you are going. Like, I can be shaggy and I don't know, but for you, you will just stand out.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's something I've learned from you actually, because love strikes when you least expect it actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes, when you go out and like you are looking like, today I need to get someone. Today I have to get a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And you end up coming single more than the way you left their house.
Yeah.
And devastated actually. But whenever you go out, you that's not even into plan. You're not even thinking about it. You end up even finding someone that you can be in a relationship for a while, someone that you love actually, you like actually. Yeah, so love strikes when you least expect it. Trust me, always look good, guys.
Yeah.
Because I regret a lot of situations actually. I went out looking like, today I just feel like getting, I don't know, I just feel like relaxing. I don't want to say something.
Yeah.
But when we were there, oh my god, I just don't want to say it, but life strikes when you least expect it.
Yeah, that's true.
Always look good, always be prepared, always put the armor on.
Yeah.
Because there's always you're not sure when, but it will eventually come.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, it's so true. Always look good. That's something I'd emphasize on. Look good. You don't even have to do much, but at least bathe. Wear nice clothes. A gloss. Look fine. Look fine. At least, like, I can just come and say hi. Because I have to remind you again, the Bible says that God looks at the heart. But the Bible especially says, I look at the way you look. So mambo ya kusema ati character, mambo ya character will happen after like nimekuona like physically. Am I like intrigued by you? That's when like then I can approach you, about your your inner parts. So always look good.
Build your first impression. Make it unforgettable, because that's what people are going to like.
Yeah.
It really sticks in someone's mind. Like when a person finds you like in makeup, they will know this girl wears makeup.
Yeah.
And they will not be like, oh, I don't love girls in makeup, because okay, that's how you find me. Sorry. If this is not for you, just walk step.
And kuna that first impression, like you imagine like let's say you're the money you want, and like let's say you are with your friends, and how did you see your woman, and the thing these guys will say, like, I saw her in that red dress, in that red lipstick, and then like I was like, oh, I have to talk to this girl.
Yeah, they will be like, that cologne.
Don't let the devil lie to you. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, devil, but yeah, we included. Don't let them like look good always. Yeah. But yeah, my point is love comes to you when you least expect it.
Yeah, so the older I get, I've learned that you can only change and control yourself. Guys, girls, this is for women. As long as he's not in diapers, you can change him.
Yeah.
Don't get a man or don't get into a relationship thinking that I can change him. Okay, he doesn't believe in God, but I can introduce God to them. That's okay. That's a valid point. That's a good thing that you can spread the gospel of God. But let me tell you, you can change him. You can only change yourself. You can only, if you decide, let me tell you, it's just the same way. If you think like you can't, someone else can't come from nowhere and just change me and change what I believe in and change I don't know what about me. It's the same way the other person or that other party is going to think. Like you can just come out of nowhere and think like you can change this man or you can change this woman. Not really. You just can change yourself. And only when you decide to, it's just like a man like or a woman. When they decide to treat you, they will just treat you. But you can't get into that relationship hoping that he will change eventually. He'll start taking me out. He will start getting me gifts. He'll start getting me flowers. Not really. He wouldn't. He won't. Trust me, he won't. As long as that's what, because you always, if you've seen me in this particular way, that's what I expect you like to get going forward. If you found me like shaggy, that's how you're going to see me, shaggy. You just can't come out of nowhere and be like, oh, I'm going to get the ushamba out of her. What if that ushamba is what I like? What if that ushamba is who I am? Yeah, like, I mean, you can change someone. Trust me, you can only change yourself. And it's only when you see something valuable that you don't want to lose. Even that's when you can change yourself. Because sometimes we get into relationship and think like, oh my goodness, I know I can change for this man, for the better. But you eventually you don't end up changing because you don't value that thing. You don't see the value in keeping that thing. But when you see the value in, when you lose that thing, you're going to feel like you've lost something. That's when you end up actually changing. Yeah. So you can only change yourself. You can change a man. Trust me, you can't. What do you have to say?
I actually don't have much to say, and the only thing I have to say is, when you see that term, the Lulu is the Solulu. I can only say it applies right here. If you think you can change someone, then you're actually so delulu. Have you ever seen those people who go to churches and you've seen these pastors being exposed for doing the most ridiculous thing, but they still go there? Those are people you can't change. Actually, it applies the same even to relationship. If I do believe in this, even if I tell you I'll change, I'm lying to you. Because change has to come from
within
me. Yeah, from within me. I have to want to change in order to change. But you just can't come and tell me at no, at this and this for me to change. Please, guys, don't be delulu. Don't be delulu. A man or a woman changes when they wanna change.
They want to, actually.
Yeah, but you can't influence changing someone. Never.
Yeah, I will insist. When they see something valuable, they don't wanna lose.
Yeah,
that's when they'll change. Even me personally, when I get something that I don't wanna lose,
that's
trust me, I'll change.
And baby, that's major. It's so true, by the way, and even you don't have to tell them to change. What a bad. Let me tell you, that man. Have you ever seen 360 degree?
Like Shui.
Yo. You people, stop lying to yourself.
You stop.
That's a very nice point.
Okay.
So my fourth point is good men exist.
Just even lost count.
Good men exist. You see that amazing man that you dream of, it do exist. And I'm going to, I always tell my friend this. You see the way you as a woman, you're sitting there and you're like, oh God, I'm this kind of woman, I'm good. I have these values. What makes you think that if you do exist, what makes you think a man like you doesn't exist? So don't let the media, and I'll actually emphasize on the media, don't let the media influence you into thinking that only like Mafisi exist and all those kind of men out there. Good men do exist. It's just that they're not giving that much of media publicity as the bad men out there are given.
Negativity.
Yeah. Actually, negativity actually spreads more than positivity. So you might decide to be like, let me just settle with this cheater kind of man, because sasa nitafanyaje? Like, he's the only guy. Don't. And let me tell you guys, haven't you seen like good marriages exist? And I'm not saying like they're perfect, but I'm saying good marriages, good relationship. So those good men, and me right now I'm talking to women, good men exist. And you see, like, have you ever sat in a group of people and then you told them like good men exist, and they're like, cute them, oh damn Kathleen, like you're so delulu, no? Imagine it's because even them, they have been feeding on such much negativity kind of information or then energy that they don't think like you can get like such a good man. But don't let someone make you feel like you're so delulu for thinking a good man exists. Because if you do exist, I'm asking you, what makes you think like a man like you doesn't exist? A man like you exists, and he's out there asking himself, does a woman like you exist? So good men do exist. So take your time. What do you have to say?
I think that's one thing I've learned from her. Like I was even telling you, was it yesterday or when was it?
No,
Yeah, like
see.
like we were talking about it, and I was like, that's something I've learned from you because
Yeah.
I remember like when we started being friends, like okay, when we re-met.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, re-met.
When we re-met,
Yeah.
I was like, she was telling me, oh, like, I need a faithful man. I don't know, a man who is this and this. And I was telling you, like, men cheat.
yeah.
Trust me, men cheat.
Yeah.
Maybe you may not just know it or you may not. But let me tell you, I've come to realize there are good men out there.
Yeah, they
there are good women out there.
Yeah.
You see, the way you've kept yourself in the Lord, or maybe you've kept yourself in a certain way, and you want a certain person, you want a certain man to come your way that you're praying for. Actually, there's also a man out there just like you who is praying for a woman just like you out there. And I've come to see that it's actually true.
Yeah, that's
From you can take the credits actually, because at first I used to say like men are all the same, but let me tell you, if we are not the same as women, even men are not the same. Yeah, because you can get a woman who is motherly, who is homely. You can get a woman who is, I don't know, rousy, careless. You see, just the way we have different types or characteristics of women, that's the way we have men. Because you're all men, you have your private parts, I know, but there are men who are gentlemen.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there are men who are gentlemen actually. There are men who are God fearing. There are men who are actually men.
Yeah.
It's not just about the private parts. It's actually even the character, even how they portray themselves, how they carry themselves. Yeah, so like I learned there's always, because I think this topic is the older I get.
Yeah.
Because I actually relate to this so much, so well. Because right now I know there's always a man for me. The one that I want, the one that I wish for, the one that I've always prayed for is always there for me,
Yeah.
I don't have to go through bushes. I don't know, get the cheating man. I don't know, I'm going to change him. No, not really. I can get what I want.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So the older I get, I've come to realize that it's okay not to be in a relationship. Yeah. Guys, you don't have to be in a relationship to be happy.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have to have a man to enjoy life.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in a relationship to have fun. You can have fun even when you are alone. Just learn to enjoy your own company, because it really matters. Because even when in that relationship, you'll not be always together, as much as maybe you'll be living together or you'll be having most of the times together. There are those moments that you'll be alone, and it's really good to enjoy your company. It's really, really important, because they can always die.
Yeah.
God forbid. But they can always die. They can always be gone. You can get a divorce. I'm not being negative, but I'm just teaching you on, in case it happens, it's good to always learn, in case something happens, am I really prepared for this? Can I really do this? Yeah, just learn to be by yourself. You don't have to be in a relationship to enjoy life. You can enjoy life by yourself, or even with your friends, or even with your family. You get? Yes, just, you don't have to be in a relationship, because out here, or even the media, the social media and everything tells you maybe being a relationship is so good, but there are always ups and downs. Just like when you're single, there are always ups and downs, but learning to survive through those mountains and valleys, it's what really matters most. Because you can be a relationship and not be happy. You know that? Yeah, you can be a relationship and not be happy. You can be in a relationship and not be having fun. Actually, you can be actually struggling to sustain even the relationship, or to cope with the relationship. But the moment you learn to be alone, it's not a must. I can walk away whenever I feel like I'm not being appreciated more. This is not what I want. That one is really great. It really matters in a person's life, especially women, because we get to see the society has brought this thing about us, you need to be married, you need to have kids. I don't know, you need to be this one. And if you're married and you have kids or children and you're getting abused, like you're supposed to stay in that relationship, no. You know, it's okay to be single. It's okay, like, to be a single mom, to be a single dad, you know, because if that's what brings you a peace of mind, if that's what makes you happy, it's worth it, because you don't have to stay in a relationship when you're not happy. You get? Yeah, so that's me.
Ooh. Honestly, this is like such a very, very sensitive topic to me. And I have like a lot of things to say. But number one, I'll say, I have a thing for you. Have something you wanna do. Don't let your guard down. Like, if you like if you have your career, it's okay to have your career. Don't blacklist your friends, or like avoid your friends when you're in a relationship, because it's okay to build your friendships and all when you're in a relationship. When you actually get in a relationship, it's so easy to forget yourself and to forget what you want to be. Even in a marriage, when you get a man, especially, and now right now I'm speaking to those people like, oh, wako mashinani, you know, when you get a man, and I'm trying to, I'll make this as easy as it sounds. When a man hits you and does some like bad things, get over that relationship. You can actually survive, and you rather survive on your own than die in this marriage, what do you call it, a mistake kind of relationship, just because this man, like, you have a kid for the man. And where are you going? It's okay starting over. You can start over, and actually starting over can be a blessing in disguise. You can start over and like inaanza kujipa. Yeah, so don't feel like you really need to depend on a man in order, like, to, I don't know, to sustain your life,
or to meet the community guidelines or the societal standard.
exactly. It's okay to be divorced if the man is not. And you know, right now, even when churches like speak again, you know, most churches, they don't advocate for divorce, but when like your life is compromised, you need actually to use like your seventh, eighth, ninth common sense. Get out of there. Like, start over. Like, I swear, cut your cabbage, start over. But don't let a man make you feel like you like you have to depend on him. And when you get into a marriage, a relationship, and a man tells you like ataki, like anapenda like kuchunga, and you don't like it, don't do it. But if you're okay with it, also it's okay, you know, pia inakuja kwa if you do like it. But if you're not okay with it, don't let a man tell you. Actually, to me, it's such a red flag when a man tells you at happening or mama, but they are women. Is women when they work. Cause what are you telling me? Like, unataka kusema? As it makes, actually, this topic angers me. Like, it's such a major thing. Like, you have talked about. Don't compromise. Your, because let me even ask you. This is a question I'm going to pose to you, women. Why did your father take you to school? Why did your father struggle and your parent and your mother struggle, and they sweated and they borrowed those loans and all to make sure like you are this career woman you are? Ask yourself that before you give that up for a man or a woman, whichever it is. I don't know, but yeah, you don't have to. A man who loves you actually should support you in what you like. Because, and if you people don't know what love is, I don't know ni verse gani, is it Corinthians ama ni gani? Go to that Bible verse, because
Google.
me, I'm saying love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, love does not harbor evil feelings, love is go to that Bible verse, nitawatafutia and I'll tell you the Go learn what God says what love is. Moche. These other things are bullshit. So yeah, I don't have much to say.
Yeah, guys. I don't have something to add.
My last point is I don't know how to put it, but it's okay to be who you are in a relationship. Like, don't if you're loud, be loud. If you're silent, be silent. If you are a giver, be a giver. And I think Nikamat may mention, but like I don't know. I think maybe you have mentioned it, but um, if you like cooking for your man, cook for your man.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm honestly going to say this. If you like doing, we are who we are personally. Let me give an example. Like, maybe you're a person, because when we talk about love languages, there's the love languages, like the love language that I give you, and there's your love language that you give to someone. And maybe your love language is, maybe let's say, acts of service, you like doing like those small things. So I'm just saying, don't downplay who you are just because people have told you, like, but also be wise. I'm just going to repeat this. Don't give where you don't receive. Like, you can't water, like, hiyo methali usemaji, don't water what?
A desert.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
No, no, I don't remember that nini, but like, don't water somewhere when you're not getting something back. But if this man or woman is giving you what you deserve, it's okay to be you, like, give. Just, you can be loud. If you are loud, be loud. Because let me say, a man who likes you, he doesn't care. Or a woman who likes you, she doesn't care. As long as I do genuinely like you, I will like you with your personality. So you don't have to downplay, like, hide the person you really are, just because, like, I'm this and this kind of person. And as we said earlier on, you can't hide yourself for long. Eventually your true self comes out, and then it's just another thing. So yeah, but I think we have talked about this, just that something that I'd written.
Okay. So for that one, I just can say that you just be you,
Yeah.
because it saves you a lot. You don't have to pretend, you don't have to lie. Because when you lie, now you have to keep up with the lie.
That's true.
You have to keep on, like, keeping up with the cheating, because now last time you said this or you did this thing, now this time you have to do the another thing that does not contradict the previous thing that you need. Like, it needs to go in line. So, like, being yourself or just being you saves you a lot, because that's who you are anyway. You don't have to try hard, because it just comes naturally, it just happens. Actually, you don't even know, you just come to realize, oh my god, we did this,
Yeah, that's
this one happened. Because that's just who you are, and you're not faking.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I can say.
Yeah.